Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with the news of the Montgomery County Council for the second week in May. We start this week with the energy tax. The provision is scheduled to sunset at the end of June. However, County Executive Ike Leggett has included an indefinite extension of the tax in this year's budget. Council members are looking at ways to reduce the burden of the energy tax. The average county homeowner pays $246 in annual energy taxes. Without the energy tax, the county will have to find $114 million to cut from the budget.
Well, it's $114 million this year in the budget. And my concern all along has been it's too big a chunk of money to absorb at any one time. So I've been talking with my colleagues about some sort of phased approach that would allow us to take little bites out of this that are still meaningful, but ultimately we can get to where we need to be.
I think there is general interest in looking at ways to phase out the energy tax. I'm not really hearing anybody say that we're going to sunset it this year because it's been assumed $114 million in the budget. So right now it's more about what can we do to have some hard targets going forward that can begin then to phase it out.
The state of Maryland has awarded Montgomery County more than $1 million for a bike share program. The grant will fund a bike share program in the Down County. The state grant, along with bonds and private funding, will help establish the program with 50 docking stations and 350 bikes.
First of all, we are so excited that finally, after about 4 years of working on bike share in Montgomery County, that not only did the Department of Transportation, the executive himself, our partners at the state, they all get it. And that Montgomery County is part of a larger network of communities that share bike paths and trails, and it's how people are getting to work now.
We've worked real hard to see that our county moves forward in this manner, like the District of Columbia, like Arlington, like Alexandria, and we've been eager to see this embraced in our county and in our Department of Transportation. I think it's going to be a big deal for us. And I think our goal in our county is increasingly to create a walkable, bikeable community, and this is going to be a big component of that.
Ground has officially been broken at the new Germantown Town Center Urban Park. The park will cover more than 8 acres and will include trails, boardwalks, gathering areas, and enhanced wetland areas for education.
Really is the culmination of Germantown Town Center as a whole. There have always been talks about how great Black Rock was, which was the initial founding starting point for Germantown Town Center, expanded to the grocery stores, and then our library, which was phenomenal. But for a long time, there was this patch of land that just sat there, and so it's really nice to see that now that design is coming to fruition. And seeing all of the wildlife aspects that go into this with the way that they laid out the walkways themselves and the gates and everything. So it's just absolutely perfect. And then to also talk about the water aspects, and they have little water features that are a part of this as well. So there are a number of things that really just embodied, a total cohesion of the community coming together with the architect and working with the town center feel as well.
The park is set to be complete in 2014. The county's Charter Review Commission is taking a look at whether Montgomery County residents should elect the council president. The review is in its early stages, and also under consideration is whether the council president would serve a 4-year term. Council President Roger Berliner gave us his thoughts on this potentially dubious proposal.
My own thought is I don't quite see what it gets us. At the end of the day, I think our council and our county executive have to be working together, and so I'm a little concerned that this will create an even greater polarity as between our bodies and who's in charge, and we don't need that conversation.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in.